First and foremost, how was your smoothie?
Yeah, tasty.
Apart from today, do you like normally have smoothies?
Yes.
I have smoothie every single morning.
That's good. Just do me a favour, just lift it up just a little bit. Yeah, it's just like here, perfectly fine, perfectly fine. So yeah, basically this is just about my love for fitness and health. And when people just think fitness and health, people think I'm always talking about the gym, but there's loads of different forms of like fitness which comes onto you. When I used to see, well, when I see your Instagram page and I see the dancing, I always think that level of fitness must be insane. Like I love to know, like, you have like a certain like regime, like certain diet plan. If not, you could be one of the people that eat whatever, and you're good. But I've always been interested in what got you started into dancing in the first place.
Where do I start? I think dance has been a part of my life for since I was little. I've been surrounded by people that dance all the time, auntie. Dancing in the house with my family. Music's been in the family. I think it's just constantly been around me from a young age, and I think Auntie Nisa here.
As a family, we just used to jam and mess about. I mean, it was a Sunday afternoon thing, and
So what your similar experience getting into it is the same as Deborah's?
So not really, I suppose so. When I was younger, it was kind of like, MTV. You know what I mean? Watching MTV videos. So that's the generation I'm coming from. But so, although I do dance now with Deborah, just sort of as a family, we just have a nice time. My sort of art form is capoeira, so it's like a Brazilian martial art dance type of basically. So yeah, that's my passion.
So how did it go from I can dance to I'm actually really good at this life?
True Street.
Yeah, True Street. Yeah, True Street. Yeah. Okay, so I was part of True Street Dance.
Yes.
From the age of about 12, 11, 12. Toffee, Stick Toffee.
Yeah.
She was my dance teacher.
Okay.
And that's where it all kind of started. In terms of like learning choreography and performing and stuff. Yeah, that's where it started really.
What type of dance do you guys specialise in?
I just do street dance, hip hop, yeah.
And you the same?
Well, the story has it now.
Yes.
Because Deborah's obviously teaching her classes. I go along, and it's nice to enjoy time because Deborah's mum comes, her aunties, obviously me as well. Sister comes sometimes, but needs to get more involved. Cousins come, so we dance together as a family. It's fun. So that's Deborah's specialism, hip hop dance. But that's what I go along for fun, just to keep fit and just enjoy. But like I said, my sort of my hobby is capoeira, which is like I said before, a mixture of martial art dance. I do samba as well, sort of zumba. I'm just experimenting, but I've been doing capoeira for since 1999.
How do I say it?
Capoeira. Capoeira.
Where was that founded? Because when Deborah mentioned that, I just did a little stuff on Google.
Yeah.
And I've seen stuff like in Brazil.
Yeah.
Is that where it originated from?
So it's an African art form.
Okay.
Which grew through slavery. So obviously, history. We don't know for sure exactly where, but we know Africa is the origin.
Okay,
of this thing. So the sort of short history of it is that when people were enslaved in Brazil, they would use capoeira, sort of disguising martial arts as a dance, to build their skills, their fighting skills, to overthrow their enslavers.
Okay.
So there's a long history to it, as we could talk a lot about it. So I'm struggling on which parts to say, which parts to leave out, because there's so much
information about it.
Yeah. But essentially it's a Brazilian martial art, which is a combination of live music, acrobatics, kicks, ducks, sways. The main movement is called the ginga, which means to sway.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot to it. So yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask, what is your how often do you dance? Not just like at home, like when you're in the studio. How often do you go to the studio?
Classes weekly, and then
weekly classes. I'd say I kind of, I don't know.
But you got studio space at home, innit?
Yeah, I've got a studio space at home, so I dance all the time there.
Okay.
But in terms of classes, I think it's just, yeah, I don't really. I think
that's something
I
you
don't
want
know.
to get more into.
Yeah, I think for me, like going to classes has been like like I've had anxiety with going to classes because of like not being able to pick up choreo very quickly, and so I've kind of shied away from going to classes. Like, I do once in a while, not all the time.
Workshops and stuff.
Yeah, workshops, and I practice yoga and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I just train myself, or I'm training with my friends or whichever.
How have you? Do you find that it helps? Do you find it helps with your mental health? For me personally, going to the gym is like my type of therapy. When even if I'm stressed or whatever, the gym helps relaxes me, and it's just a bonus that obviously it's keeping me fit. And my whole thing is, for me, once I get to like 50, 60 years like of life, like I'll still want to be able to do like be in good shape and still move around and stuff. So I think that's why it's not just so much about doing the weights, it's just to function and just keep my mind going.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I'd say dance is my outlet, so, and it also just allows me to just be, just to be free and to just be in my own mind, my own space, my own bubble, however you want to put it. I think, it is my therapy as well. Like, I'm in my happy place.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my happy place when I'm dancing.
One thing I've always wanted to ask someone what does dance, how do you think of new dance routines all the time? Like, I'm like how
do you know what? It is tough. So okay, this is the process. So, I'll listen to music, lots of different types of music, stuff that's popular and stuff that's very old school and stuff. And when I find a song that I really like, I listen to it over and over and over again. I'll be driving to work, I'm listening to it. I'll be on my break at work, I'm listening to it, like in my housework, like literally. And then if I can listen to that song for at least 3 days straight and not get sick of it, that's my song. That I need to dance to. And then I'll start just moving to it, like I'll put the camera on and play the music and just record myself dancing and look back. I'll pick it apart a little bit. Oh, I like that movement. I don't like that movement. And then I'll start looking at other dancers, and I'll start looking at like, other people dancing to if there is a popular song. A lot of the time, there's a lot of people that dance to the song, so I'll just go and just get inspiration. Just.
So is it kind of a thing where once you hear the beat, what you're going to dance to, is it you kind of just?
Yeah, I think that's my starting point. If I can really feel that song, because I feel like for me, like I go into a different world when I'm listening to music. Like, I really tune in. Like when there's a lot of layers, I'll listen to the different layers in the music.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I might hear like the drums going, I might hear the saxophone in the back, or whatever the music is. I start listening to different things, and then I'll just move. And then I'll look back and I'll be like, okay, I'm moving to this particular part of the song.
Yeah.
And then okay. And then I'll go back to the music. So I'll start picking the music apart. I think for me, it starts with the music, because for me, I can't dance to any music. I feel like I'm very particular with what I dance to. Like, I don't know. Okay, some of the music, I would say, some music's lovely, some music's not. But it's really the beat. It's like, I don't know. I just go away with it. I'm just like, I can hear that. yeah, I like that little bit there, that da-da-da-da. And then I'm like, oh, what can I do to that? And I just find it.
Just one personal question from away from fitness. Do you hate people like me? What message you and say, dance to this song, you be good on this song, or you just
No. I think that it's nice for people to like send me music and stuff. It's actually it's a compliment. Like, oh, you know that people are thinking about me when they hear music. I think I can dance to that. So I think it's more of a compliment. I take it as like a nice gesture.
I know dance is definitely a good form of fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other type of fitness you do, or is it mainly like yoga?
Yeah, yoga. I'm trying to get into the gym. Trying to get into more doing weights and stuff, but I feel like the gym, I get so bored with I really want to, but I just kind of.
Do you think it's the routine type of thing? See, when you're dancing, you're kind of like free. You can kind of.
I think it is. What do you think? I don't know, when we train together, I feel like when I'm training with somebody, like for example, if me and Antonisia at the gym together, it's kind of like we're like egging each other on. Come on!
Yeah, James, but don't forget the time we used to train in the morning. Tell them about that. When we used to train in Shiloh, we was training with.
Oh yes.
My days.
Oh, that was a killer.
Oh my days.
Couldn't move my arms. I was like, oh my god.
We tried to get into hardcore fitness, didn't we?
Do you think that you would enjoy it more if you did more like HIIT training and like circuit training rather than just weight training all the time?
I don't know.
That's what we was doing with Shiloh, but it was just really, 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 really hard. It was good. It was just, we like to have jokes.
Because the reason why I asked that, because you never miss a beat. How do you stay so fit to do this? Like, what's your diet? Do you eat whatever? Do you have a diet where you eat whatever? Or
no, I am very I'm very mindful with what I put in my body. Like, definitely. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like, I don't eat junk and stuff, but I do. But I'm very much about like. I kind of think about you are what you eat, isn't it? It's really important what you put in your body, and that's the fuel that you have in your body to keep giving you that energy and stuff. And I feel like when I eat healthy, I feel better. I feel like when I eat, if I eat like junk food or anything like that, I start to feel all sluggish and stuff like that. So yeah, I do really think about what I eat and stuff. And I am about healthy eating and stuff.
I hear that. That's good. Like, obviously you probably see me post it a lot that I've been vegan like 8 years.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to try and convert you or nothing like that.
We are. We don't eat meat.
Oh, you don't eat meat?
No.
I did not know that, you know. I did not know that.
This is longer. But
when did you I did not know that.
2 years.
No, that's for you. You've been. I recently, like, I'd probably about in the last.
You're sharing vegan dishes.
Yeah, I would say probably about 9 months. And before that, it was like on and off. Like I haven't for a long time. No, I haven't for a long time, but I can't pinpoint when. But it's just been. I just had a moment where I was just like. I can't eat meat.
You just kind of just fell out of love with it.
Yeah, and then and now it's like, because there's a lot of like vegetarian dishes and stuff everywhere, vegan dishes and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like there's the option, so I would rather have that option rather than
and cooking as well is nicer, isn't it?
And cooking, I feel fresher. I feel
100%. Do you find that since giving up meat? Do you find it like? Do you feel like you have more energy? Like,
yeah. I think so. Yeah, definitely. I feel healthier. My skin feels healthier. I feel like I've got more energy. Yeah, I do feel better.
Is it just you two in the family what to give up meat?
No, my brother.
Oh wow! Yeah. The question I was going to ask, like, did you feel alienated once you started to give up meat?
No. I think all of us are quite.
Yeah, everyone's on it. We're just literally sharing recipes as always.
Hope my mum and dad are going to listen to this, you know. It's just me and my kids waving the vegan flag at the moment. But yeah, man, I think it's important. Definitely more so now at our ages. Yeah, all of us here we're still young, but I feel like this is the time where fitness, watching what you eat, is more important than ever. Like in your 20s, you wouldn't even want to know what my diet was back then. But now, I feel like a lot of people in my family have like high blood pressure or all those type of issues. So that's why I'm more conscious now.
What age you refer to? I'm 52, so like and I'm on another level in terms of fitness now. I feel like I'm probably more fit now in a different way than I was when I was younger. And I've always trained. I've always done martial arts, and I used to run a lot as well. But I just feel my fitness mind is different. Do you know what I mean? There's just different. There's a different way to that I train now. I just train differently.
And I will look up to people like you because that's the level I'm trying to get to, especially when I start reaching the 5th floor.
There's more connection between my sort of physicality and how I think now. Definitely, like I train more mindfully, more consciously. Especially in my capoeira as well. Do you know what I mean? But I'm doing more weights these last summer. I've always done weights on and off, but more recently back into it. And again, even the way I'm training weights, it's just more mindfully, calisthenics and stuff as well like that. So yeah.
What do you do on the days when you feel like I can't be bothered to do this today? What do you do?
Motivation,
but it's an important question because I think that's the day that you need it the most. I think the day that you feel that you don't want to do anything, sometimes even if you just don't do the full out routine, just do something. Yes, you've got to rest some days. It's important to have those days off. But I do think when you're feeling that sluggishness, that's the day that you need to boost.
Like for me, there's days when I don't have the energy to go to the gym at all. But just that like half an hour, 10 to 20 minutes, half an hour doing there, even if I'm not lifting the same or the same intensity I normally do, just showing up. That's what keeps me going. I think that your worst days, that's when sometimes you probably get the best. Do you still dance in groups now, or is it more of a solo thing now? Do you prefer, Kaden? The question is, do you prefer doing solo or in a group? Because I find for me, when I'm training, there's days sometimes I like training with people because it helps motivate me sometimes to hold me accountable. But a lot of the time I like to train alone. So I just wondered if you prefer to dance solo or...
I think when I'm creating, I create by myself, and then I'll probably like ask somebody to learn it, so I can just sort of see it on somebody else. Or it might be that I get somebody to learn it, so we can do it together, and we can see whether the transitions work. I think. But in terms of like creating and stuff, I think I'm at a point where I have to be by myself. Creating a dance routine, because then it's less pressure. It's kind of like if I get to a point where I'm like, do you know what, I can't think of anything. I can't be bothered now. I can just sit down and just leave it. And I don't feel like under pressure or like that I need to get it done because I've kind of, I don't want to waste anybody's time. You know, if somebody's coming to help me or whichever, it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? It's like I kind of feel like
get into your zone.
I can get into my zone, and if I come out of my zone, it's okay. I can just chill.
Did you find it hard to turn something you love into like a business? Or was it just a natural thing to happen? Think about that. Just let me just.
Okay.
We're good. Because the reason why I asked that, because obviously I'm into fitness and health, all things fitness and health. So, long-term goal for me, I want to turn, because I'm passionate about it and I love this. I do it every day. So I would want to turn this into my own thing as well. So I just always wondered how to turn something you love into, like,
business.
I
think it's just happened naturally. I think, I was dancing with my girls before, doing classes in heels and stuff. And then there was just a moment where I was just like, do you know what? I want to do a class. I want to start. I just want to start creating my own stuff. I want to, see what I can come up with, because I feel like I've never given myself the chance to just believe in myself enough. I feel like I never really believed in myself enough. I feel like, it was just
even though you know you're so good at what you do. I'm always gassing you out, because it's talent, like.
Oh, thank you, man.
But you built it though, in terms of like started off at a little place makeup screen, just a little tryouts, little pilot project, wasn't it?
So I'm not Instagram. There's a video on there, and the video sort of represents what I wanted my class to look like.
Yes.
So it was kind of the 2 times over, so.
Say that again so that people can hear.
2 times over the class. So last year, me and Daryl made like this little advert film kind of thing.
Yeah.
About what I want my class to be. For people to come and learn the choreo, go away and practice it, and then come back the second week and have the chance to record themselves, or have a nice video of themselves. Because I feel like I've always struggled with going to class, as I said, picking up the choreo and stuff. There's always, if you don't get it, you go away, you leave the class feeling deflated. That was something that I constantly felt, going to class and then being like, oh, I'm so I can't get these routines. Oh, I can't be bothered. So the class, that's what I want. I wanted a class, to build a class for people to come, and how can I put it?
It's like feeling empowered that rather than you don't get the routine the first week, you can come back and really smash it the following week.
Basically.
It's like you talk about get the movements in your body.
I feel like that's. What was the question? I forgot now.
Turning into business.
Just turning it into.
I feel like it's just happened naturally. I've only just started it really in January. I was gonna start it last year, but obviously I was putting it off. No, I'm not ready to do it. And also I said to my brother, Daryl, I'm not launching the class until I do a video that showcases what I want the class to be about.
Yes.
That it's an opportunity for people to come and learn the choreo, go away, get it in the body, come back the next week and feel confident and feel like, actually, you know what, I can get this routine.
Can I add to what you're saying?
Go on.
So I think a lot of what you've created is the vibe as well. Yeah, there is getting it in your body and there is all that, but there's a real beautiful vibe that Deborah wants to create, and I think you've been really successful at that. It's that kind of everyone works together, the unity, the enjoyment, and the real feel good factor about the class. There's no competition and that. It's very come, learn,
and just enjoy yourself,
connect,
vibe.
It's like a party. It's a party Friday night.
I think I find that with relating it back to the gym, if you don't enjoy it, you ain't gonna stick to it. You have to make sure you keep it fun for yourself, and otherwise it's just gonna fizzle out with anything. One question I wanted to ask as well, when it comes to dance, is it something where you're either just talented at it, like skillful, or is it something you can build on and get better?
100% you can build on it. Like my mum, she hasn't been to no dance classes, and I said to my mum, just come mum, come to the class, I'll teach you, I'll work with you, it's okay, it's gonna take time, but you'll get it in your body. And now she's dancing in videos.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. I always thought, because even just when I watch certain dance videos or whatever, I've just got a mean 2-step, but but I thought, I wonder if I could learn at this age now to get into it, or am I?
I feel like you can.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're open. Then I think anything's possible. And it's not really, it's not
just about the actual dancing to.
I feel like when you enjoy something, it's like
Less effort in it.
yeah, it's less effort, but also I feel like you learn more when you're having fun.
That's facts.
And you'll interpret it in your own way. I always say to people like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to get it perfect. You don't have to get it exactly like me. You have your version of your movement. It doesn't matter. We're just dancing. It's not a competition.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, it's just about just enjoying what you're doing. I feel like for me, for many years, and I said this to Antonisa, years ago, and I said I can't wait for the day that I can dance and actually enjoy dancing the choreography.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes when you're in your head too much, it's like you start beating yourself up. Oh, I can't get the step. Oh, I can't do this. Can't do that. But then when you start enjoying it, you just I feel like you get the steps that you do whatever. You get to the
vibe.
Yeah, you're just vibing.
We're never going to get this routine. It's so hard, their brain. You're like, you're going to get it, they're going to drill it. And next thing you know, we've got it, we're recording it. And it's like, when did that even happen?
And it's about believing that you can, believing it, and not putting yourself under too much pressure. Like, I have to get it like this, and I have to, because it's not perform. Okay, we are performing to the camera, but we're not really performing. It's just really giving people the opportunity to see themselves like in a different light, not just on your phone, but on a nice camera with lighting and stuff. You see yourself different. You start looking at yourself like, actually, I look kind of good, you know. The whole
like an
experience. It's like the whole experience, like, and that's what I wanted the class to be, an experiencing, just being able to be in front of a camera and no pressure, just be happy, just be free. And just dance and just enjoy it. That's it.
Did you feel that, like, do you know what you just said? Do you feel like you had to step out your comfort zone a lot?
Yeah, 100%. I've struggled with I struggled with teaching. I struggle with talking in front of people sometimes. Like, this is hard.
Let me can I just say, I appreciate that, but let me just say, I hate talking in front of the camera. But you know what it is? I have to step out my comfort zone. The more I step out my comfort zone, I'll challenge myself more, and I'll see like the fruits of my labour. Just stepping out my comfort zone. So doing this right now, I hate the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, same.
I hate it, but it's got to be done. So
and you both do so well. But literally, you're talking lovely. You got good questions. It's great.
So I think you're doing a great job, man. And I think sometimes people like to hear from someone what they're following a lot, like just their thought process, how they put things together, like it will help a lot. It's good, man. And I just want to say, you motivate me. Like the work ethic you put in, I bring that back into my realm and think, you know what, I got to start making like different fitness plans or like switch it up, and like I take little things from everybody and get that energy and put it into myself, so it helps. So yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing.
Amazing. You too.
And you're doing well.
So you're doing motivating from a distance. That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Like, I think we need to start giving people their flowers as well. So obviously that's why I want you on here to let you know that. I'll tell you as well though. Like, it's dope what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
I love the work ethic, and it's good, man. And one thing I want to know is, once your dance is finished now, how do you like? Obviously, I've started stretching more. I think it's quite, especially at our age now. My joints don't work the same.
You need to be on it.
So do you do yoga?
Yeah.
How often would you say you do it roughly?
Every week.
Oh, that's good then, because I was doing it in lockdown. I think once we come back outside, I started to slack a bit, but I still try and make sure I get stretching in. Like, how important is that stretching for when you're doing?
It's so important. Yeah, really important, because like when you're moving through different levels and stuff like that, like the routine that we just did, where you're jumping up in the air and you're going down and stuff. Okay. You've got to be able to hold your weight and all that kind of stuff, and manoeuvre really quickly, and so it's really important to stretch, otherwise you'll get injured really, like with any fitness.
I don't want to make you feel like you're repeating yourself, but if there's somebody now that wants to get into dance, what would you say to them?
Come through.
Yeah, man.
Let's party.
You do a lot of smoothies at home?
Do smoothies? Yeah.
What's your favourite smoothie?
I like ginger, mango, and ginger, mango, and I'll put spinach
Okay.
in there. Yeah.
You're a smoothie person in the morning or more in the afternoon or evening?
I do morning.
What about you? What would you say your favourite smoothie is?
So I have a smoothie every morning. So this week I've been on watermelon I put a few dates in there.
Okay.
And I buy the bags of like frozen fruit from Aldi with like strawberry, papaya, I think what's else in there? Got a mixture of mango, I think's in there as well. With ginger in there, lemon. And I used to put a bit of green in there, but I don't want the green really. So I'm kind of happy with the sweet taste at the moment. But yeah, so that's my smoothie at the moment.
And for me at the moment, I'm using avocado, bananas, and mango. You know, sometimes I struggle to eat my greens. I eat a lot of veg, as I do, because I'm vegan, whatever. But I struggle to eat my greens sometimes. I think the easiest way for me to have them is throw them in a smoothie.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I'm going to try your smoothie, and I'm going to watch this back. I'm going to try your one as well. But I just want to say I appreciate you being here, stepping out your comfort zone.
Yes.
Getting used to being uncomfortable and just doing it. So that's with everything in life. That's how you elevate, by stepping out your comfort zone. So if you learn anything from today, get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you'll see. But yes, I appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
And yeah, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Hope it's well.
Yes, definitely.